Following this bison trail, lots of coyote tracks, real fresh wolf tracks came over this ridge, and 11 wolves are just running out here across the open just above this big herd of bison. I'm Casey Anderson. I've been all over the world in the tracks of wildlife, chasing adventure and stories of our untamed planet. From the mountains to the jungle, the opportunity for adventure is endless. Yellowstone is one of America's last truly wild places, where the howls of wolves echo through the mountains, where grizzlies emerge every spring with their noses in the air, sniffing for the smells of unfortunate ungulates that didn't survive the harsh winter Yellowstone threw at them. It's winter now, the middle of January, and it's one of the coldest days of the year. As a naturalist, the resilience of the wild creatures that call Yellowstone home fascinates me. I always like to immerse myself into the world of the wildlife that I track and film every day. So today I'm headed out to live a day in Yellowstone below zero. It's crazy cold here in Yellowstone today. It is negative 23 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm gonna go out today and hang out with a herd of bison and see how they adapt to living in this frigid weather. When bison move through the deep snow, they do it very efficiently. In fact, they'll get in single file line, one bison in front of the other, and make these deep troughs of the snow, which turn out to be amazing highways for all the animals, including us. But as you can see here, look, this morning, a wolf walked right down this bison trail, headed that direction. We're gonna follow the bison trail the opposite direction because I think there's some more bison just over this hill. This is a big adult bull bison. He is all by himself, which is pretty typical for this time of year. The last time that he was with the herd was during the mating season, and that was in the late summer. But then they break away, or they're either in bachelor herds or all alone like this guy. So strong, so tough, they don't give you know what about anything. They are the kings of this domain. Winter doesn't faze them. It's a negative 30 out here in Yellowstone, and everybody's got their opinions, but I take my advice from the experts. These big bull bison have a woolly undercoat, and today, while I'm walking around out here, I'm basically doing the same thing. I've got a wool base layer on, I've got wool socks, I've got wool underwear, I've got a wool mid layer, I've got this wool-filled jacket, I got a wool gaiter, and a wool hat. And this big bull bison, he can just lay around in the 30 below temperatures, but I can't. I gotta keep moving, so I'm gonna keep going. We keep moving and quickly come across a new set of wolf tracks, headed the same way we are. I'll be honest, I've never been the one handling the grocery shopping or meal planning in our house. That's always fallen on my wife. And when I leave for work, she's suddenly doing everything. Kids, schedules, home life. So when I'm gone, I wanna take at least one decision off her plate. That's why I use Hungryroot. It's the easiest way for me to make sure my family is eating well without adding one more bit of work to her day. Hungryroot works like a personal nutrition coach and grocery shopper in one. It plans the meals, it shops the groceries, and it tailors everything to what we actually eat. While I'm out here living on freeze-dried food, I know they're eating real, healthy meals at home. It's not just meal kits, it's real groceries. High-quality proteins, clean ingredients, quick meals, and snacks that kids actually like. No junk ingredients and no store runs. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com and use code ENDLESS. That's 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com with code ENDLESS. Following this bison trail, I've noticed that we've now got a fresh set of wolf tracks headed in the same direction that we are, so let's stay on the trail. Hopefully this will lead us to some action. Oh, a bunch of them. See them?
Where?
Right there, down the hill.
Oh yeah.
Whole pack. There's a whole pack of wolves running across the open above the bison herd.
How many? I see 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, they're running to the bison.
I mean, they're running from something. They're looking at us.
You see the wolf right above all the bison?
Following this bison trail, lots of coyote tracks, real fresh wolf tracks came over this ridge, and 11 wolves are just running out here across the open just above this big herd of bison. Yeah, look over to the right, there's 3, 4, 5 running across. And there's more behind them.
Yeah, I can see them.
A big pack of wolves. I see at least 11 of them. Mostly black. They're all dark colored wolves. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's a gray one. Wolves. And those bison are all way down here, just looking at them. There's a lot of wolf dynamics this time of year. It's the mating season. So when you see wolves running around, doesn't necessarily mean they're hunting. They could be doing anything from just trying to look for a new pack, establish a new pack. Yeah, there's just tons of dynamics this time of year. And wolves are very active, so I'm not surprised we got to see some. So we just saw a pack of wolves real close to the bison herd. You can't help but to wonder if somehow we influenced the hunt, or saved the bison's life, cost the wolves a meal, kind of injected ourselves into a little moment in nature and changed the outcome. So we've got this herd of bison, we're going to go check them out, but one thing I do know is they could have easily been being hunted and harassed by these wolves. I see fresh wolf tracks right here all around where these bison are bunched up, so they may be less tolerant because they've been just being harassed by wolves. In fact, they even may be a little defensive. You never know the state of mind you're going to encounter animals in. So as we got closer to this herd, it started to move away because I think that they are stressed out from the wolves. And whether those wolves are actively hunting or just being around the herd, it certainly will stress them out and put them in defensive mode. And as we approached, they didn't like it, and now they're going to move off over that ridge. We let the bison herd be and noticed some ravens over in the direction that the wolves originally came from. Well, it looks like some ravens over here near the ground, which would definitely indicate, oh yeah, there's a bunch of ravens on a low leaning tree, and they're going down to the ground, so I think we got a carcass over here those wolves are on. We bumped them off of it, so let's go check it out. Ravens are a bird I always pay attention to. Ravens, along with magpies, are both incredible indicators of there being something dead nearby. They're scavengers, and they love to pick up the scraps from wolves and other predators after they make their kills. For me, ravens and magpies are always a welcome sight. For the predators, on the other hand, they often get annoyed with them and typically try to chase them off. This is the area I saw the birds, and I can see the wolves have run back and forth on this trail. And then right up here, I actually do see some hair or something right up here. Let's go check it out. This area here. I see a little bit of blood. Oh yeah, a lot of bit of blood. Look. Chunks of bone. So they've killed something down here, probably a young deer based on that mandible right there. Yeah, look at all this. If you look around here, this is what's left over when a big pack of wolves kills something like a small deer. They eat all the hide, they eat all the bones, they eat all the entrails, and the only thing they're left behind is a little bit of this fur. Insane. Small little mandible here. It's a lower jaw or mandible of a ungulate. I'm guessing it's probably a mule deer, a young mule deer. But around here it actually could be a bighorn sheep. But that's just a little lower jaw, and that's the only thing the wolves didn't eat. The American bison, or some people call them buffalo, are really designed to withstand the winter. They are animals from the Ice Age. Everything about their body has evolved to thrive in conditions like this. And if you just look at the design, their anatomical design, they're built to plow snow. That massive head and that big shoulder is designed to sweep back and forth and push the snow out of the way to get back down to the grass that they eat. Very cool. You can see where this bison's been walking along and using that giant head, pushing the snow side to side to get down to the grass below, leaving these berms on either side of their tracks, and then continues to walk, gets to the next spot, and does the exact same thing. You can see the sweeping motion, snow plowed to either side, and then the little bits of grass sticking up underneath the snow. And that's the life of a bison out here in winter.
There's a famous song that says, "Give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play."
They're just gonna go their way.
Yellowstone is that place, and that's what makes it so special. Not only do bison roam, deer and antelope play, all the predators are still here too. It's a well-balanced ecosystem, and I'm grateful I get to call these animals my neighbors. I'm also grateful I get to go home and sit by the fire and not suffer a -30-degree night out here.